Hello and a wonderful good day to you, my dear audience. Isn't it a wonderful day to be alive and here in the German countryside? But before we get into today's topic, hello, dear chickens. I've missed you as well. Audience, chickens. This one is called Maria. And the rest of them are also called Maria. Stay there. Ta-da! So, you wish to hear some thoughts about the Buddhistic and the Taoistic in the German or in the Western world? Here you go, my friend. But first, a few words from our sponsors. Do you, my friend, have fleas? Well, don't you worry. Try out Fat Cat Scratching Services. Click in the link down below for 10% off your first scratches. And now back to your regularly scheduled Zen Shenanigans videos of what it's like to be Buddhist in Germany. In general, I cannot complain about my existence here, or the existence of my fellow Buddhistic, Taoistic fellows here in this region, or perhaps here in this West, in the West in general. I don't tend to have a lot of problems with discrimination or people being intolerant or any of that sort of business, which really is quite nice. You know, don't you just like that in a place where you live? Mostly just well, people not knowing much about Buddhism, right, or Taoism and the like. There's a very, very high interest in this Western population where I am currently in the Oriental. Here, if you would like to have a little look upon the little town in which I live, here with the thousands or so people that live here, many cows as well, and chickens and other animals, and you hear them every morning doing their animal business. And the air here, my friend, if I could impart upon you the smell of this here air. Exactly. Questions we have from the audience. Do I speak German? But yes, of course I do, my friend. In fact, I was born in Latin America, so actually I grew up speaking German with my mother, because my mom's German, and then Chinese with my dad, because he's Taiwanese, and then Spanish with the local people, and I always went to American schools, you know, like these international schools, and that's where I learned to speak the English. Isn't it nice that I did? Because imagine if all these videos were in Chinese, huh? Another user asks, what is the cane for? Oh, my friend, you see, I have hurt my leg, and this is why you see me always doing these little balancing works. It is not that I cannot without the cane, but it severely helps me being able to walk longer distances. Increases my stamina, if you will. And that is why you see me always doing these various... That's why you always see me balancing, because gotta keep up the balancing. Jawohl! One of my neighbors telling me to be careful. So, by the way, so I have friend groups who don't know any of this of mine. They know that I'm very, very, very religious, but they only see me in, relatively speaking, normal clothing, and well, it never sort of came up that I do all this. And I'm just sort of, you know, relatively normal with them. Would you believe it? And they don't know any of this they don't know any of this Buddhistic, Taoistic side. They also don't know any of this YouTube side. It would be quite funny if one day one of them finds this. Hello to you already, friends. It's not that I was keeping it secret from you, it just sort of never came up, you know what I mean? We've always sort of been talking about, I don't know, women or something. You know how it is. You'll find it within yourself to forgive me. Thank you. You should have seen the face on my dear neighbors here when I came here. So this is like a German place, you know, with like thick German accents, and there are these, you know, like the activity here is drinking. Okay, there's just no other way of saying it. Okay, you like meet up to drink beer. Okay, and sometimes you like the entire town meets up to drink beer. Yeah, anyway, so it's like very German. I think it took a little bit of time for them to get used to me, but they helped me with my stuff when like in the garden and so on. Amazing. And I'm able to help them with some cat stuff and so on. So, you know, it's a fantastic situation here. And to answer the question that some of you guys had from the last time, no, this is not what I wear when I go into the city, of course. So, you know, so this is like a really small town, and then when I go to the city, you know, for like all the like groceries and these other sort of city activities, I of course put on my civilian clothing. I, however, keep the malas, and this is how you would. So if you happen to be in the south of Germany here and you see a friendly neighborhood fellow who looks awfully like me, and you see these malas on him, well then you know it's me. And I'd like to say I do think I look quite formal in my civilian attire, if I do say so myself. But perhaps to take this all one level deeper, it's quite interesting to see, isn't it, right, that how here truly everything is given. Like everything is here. You know what I mean? Everything is here, like all the, you know what I'm saying? And then here is where we can observe where lies the suffering. And we will see that regardless of the place, and it's much better, you know, when your safety is guaranteed and you have food and you have water and the possibility of transportation. But the things that, in my opinion, having seen and lived with people all around the world, the things that truly affect suffering the most is generational suffering, you know, so all the, you know, like fatherly topics, motherly topics, and so on, and topics of masculinity, femininity, family strains still not solved, and upbringing and childhood traumas, you know. The nice thing I'm observing, at least, is there seems to be a general consciousness for, like, let us do inner work. Let us work on ourselves and not find the fault in the outside world. And of course, here in the West, it's a lot through things like, you know, like NLP and Familienaufstellung, whatever that is in English, and the various communication tools and so on 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 and so on. I feel there is so much more I could tell you, my friend. There is so much more. So much more. Words unspoken. Sentences unphrased. Alas, everything has an end. Except the sausage, it has two. It's a German joke, sort of. It's a saying. It's a German saying. Amituofo, my friend, and I bid you a wonderful good time. Tell all your chickens to subscribe to the Zen channel, and yeah, see you again very soon.